So free will, explain to the audience what free will is and how it works when you're trapped in a meat suit.
Well, we're all spirit. And so basically, our physicality is a third dimensional experience, which we're projecting from that spiritual state. So we're 100% spirit. So when we come to this earth, we have the ability to create for ourselves anything, be anything, think anything. All of these things of thinking and action and creating and experiencing, that's really all up to us. It's all up to us. We decide what we want. We decide where we're going to commit our energy to, our thoughts, our feelings, our way of life, our beingness is all being focused by us. We're the director. We're the creator. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we're the creator. So that's why when I say free will and choice, that's what I mean. You choose. Like, I mean, think about it. You go to work one day and your boss is being an a-hole, right?
Yes.
Can you say that? Can you say that on a podcast? Is not being very nice and he's being rude to you. And you're just going like, in the back of your mind, you're just going like, oh, what an a-hole. But you're not going to let him steal your joy. You have that moment where you're angry and you just calm down, take a breath.
Yes.
You just take a breath and you just go, okay, fine. We're going to implement this action here. But personally, I will feel joyous. You're going to feel joyous. You're not him.
Well,
but you know what I mean.
Yes. And
yeah.
So it's hard to get from he a-hole to
Yeah.
joy really quick. So the breathing was really smart.
Yes, it is very smart.
And we do have free will and choice. And we often, I'll tell you what happens if you're not consciously choosing
Yeah.
something or someone else is choosing for you.
That's right. Because you're committed either way, some way. You're committed to that person's idea and you're letting them choose for you, or you're choosing for yourself.
That's right. If you're driving down the road listening to the radio, you are letting someone else choose how you're being programmed in that moment. You are choosing. By not choosing, you made a choice to choose.
Exactly. So that music is actually influencing how you feel.
And or the talk or the mask mandate or what's going on with the fear-demic or the fear economy, and if you're not careful, you will get subconsciously pulled down in a pair of negative cement shoes that are going to drag your ass to the bottom of the river.
I mean, I have to admit, like sometimes, I do listen to some R&B and I just want to get into that mood,
Phyllis
whatever,
Hyman,
right?
Hyman.
Right?
Yes, girl.
And so you want to feel that, and it puts you in that good space because that's part of the tools that we have to help us create a good state of being.
Right.
What we consider good. You would consider a good state of being.
So how far down the rabbit hole of I forgot to choose something that feels good do you go before you stop and flip it and turn on the little Phyllis Hyman?
Actually, not very far. I mean, I'm at this point in my life now. I'm in my years and decades. Yes. And that I've been practicing for a long time now. Not to, in fact, it's interesting. I was just talking to Eddie last week where I had found some, last week.
Probably here.
Yeah, no. Where I had been reflecting on some things about myself because we had been talking about how we were at the beginning of the pandemic, what we call the pandemic, and to this point now, and how we've changed. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because we've had the time to just reflect and to be. And so therefore I was looking and actually I found some areas that was completely surprised that I had not ever seen about myself. Interesting. You become the observer and you look and I was taken aback and I'm going, there are these couple areas I need to look at. Oh, there's that anger issue I never knew I had. Do you know what I mean? And so in seeing it, is part of the path to healing and peace.
Well, seeing it isn't the path.
No, part of the path. You see it. It's. You acknowledge. I'm gonna smack you.
That's why I'm leaning back.
Without seeing it, you don't know what you don't know.
Right, and then so what I was going to say.
Yeah. Okay.
was once you see it and you become aware of it.
Well, yeah.
And then if you can be aware of it and be in the giving and receiving or joy or state of being that you were articulating, then it's easier to transmute it and rise above it and let go of the old program and then hold on to the new program.
Yeah, you can reframe it.
Yeah.
Just reframe it. You just reframe it into something positive because, and part of what I was saying is that when you acknowledge it, and I'm in agreement with you, once you acknowledge it and you see it, you can't push it away.
Yeah.
It's better not to push away. A lot of people push these, what we call negative energies away. What happens is when you do that, you make it come back even more. It comes back even more, slapping you in the face, going like, look at me, look at me, look at me. And if you don't look at it, it's going to get bigger. The monster gets bigger. When it had been this small, is now becoming bigger. The monster becomes bigger, and then it will manifest itself into a very harsh crisis, so that you can change. I was just talking to you the other day. What is crisis? Crisis is the opportunity to change.